Greetings from Dystopia, episode 89. Sometimes you just need an adventure. It's another easy day today. I was going to go out and film while I was walking in the preserve, but it started drizzling just as I got out of the car, and I thought better about it. Just decided to leave the camera and come back and talk to you guys then. It's drizzled on and off while I was out walking. We're expecting heavy rain showers this afternoon, possibly thunderstorms. If we do get thunderstorms, I may come back out and come under one of these pavilions with a metal roof and just record the audio just to get out again, you know. Right now I'm under strict instructions to be home after 2 p.m. My daughter's sent me a Father's Day gift, and apparently she tracked it, and it's coming UPS today sometime after 2 p.m. So gonna boogie back to the house. It's 88 degrees. Humidity is a little nicer than yesterday, although that's probably gonna change. It's nice out. Still need to wear the tech fabrics, or at least I do, so I don't sweat my booty off. Nothing major today. Couple comments from yesterday. One was just on how a viewer actually went to the blog, linked over to the SoundCloud page, and listened to a couple of the recordings. And she commented that she never really noticed the complete sound around her, around us as people. Well, we don't, because we have selective hearing. If we're walking in the woods and talking to somebody, we don't hear what's going on around us. We only hear that person unless something is completely out of the normal. Then you're like, what was that? Microphone and recorded audio doesn't have that choice. So you get, I think, a better sphere of sound. And that's one of the things that's always attracted me to audio recordings. But yeah. And the other one was from a viewer who, I did not know this, but has a fair bit of experience with creating VR environments, more of a gaming environment, but he offered up some good suggestions. Apparently the pseudo 3D is easier than I thought. He linked an article and I just took a quick glance at it, but basically it's taking that mono camera shot, adding in a second layer and offsetting it a few degrees. I'm grossly oversimplifying it, but it does not take much to add a little bit of depth to something. So that may help a good bit. So I'm looking forward to trying that. In fact, that is my plan this evening, is to finish up recording the From the Bench Raspberry segment on the time-lapse camera. I got it. There was a piece of grass on the seat. And then start working on that. When I get my desk cleaned up, I'll do a video and show you kind of how I do things. My workflow is easily dictated by which laptop is plugged in. If I'm doing Arduino stuff or Raspberry Pi stuff, then that laptop is on the laptop stand. It's plugged into the big screen as well. If I'm gonna do audio editing, I'll pull that one off, pull the other one in. It's all the same connections. It's just swapping the laptop and one USB cable, because it goes out to a hub, and the hub has my keyboard dongle, my mouse dongle, all the external drives. So it's really straightforward. It's just the way I adapt my workflow. Otherwise, I would need a lot more space. My fly tying as well. I have a fly tying desk that I come out and I clamp onto the table and I tie flies. Or I put it onto the coffee table and I tie flies. Let's go for a drive on the way home. Give you guys the front seat view for a little bit. It's really nice to see all of the flowers coming back up. This preserve this is Mather Woods. It's actually part of the community. It's not a county preserve, but it's very well maintained except for a few odd trees down. I'm sure they'll get those cleaned up soon enough. But I've started actually, I typically will say I'm going to the butterfly park because it is laid out in such a way with the wildflowers that the butterflies through there are absolutely insane. It's a good place to watch for hummingbirds too. So yeah, nothing special at all today. Like I said this, I think it was last weekend too. Weekends, if I can't be guaranteed to be in a minimal crowd, I don't do much on weekends. Like I said, it's amateur weekends. Everybody that's been cooped up in their house heads out, and as I'm sure we've all seen, people just don't exercise common sense in mass groups on their own or with just their family. They're probably okay, but get them out in public with a bunch of people around and they just get stupid. I mean that in a good way. Some of it is human nature, but still. This would be a nice day for a drive in the country if I didn't have to be back to get this package. I think what my daughter's most worried about is she was, oh, it's going to be delivered today, and she checked the weather. We share a portal on Google. I have, I forgot what they changed the name to now. It's Google Apps. It used to be Google Apps for your domain. And I've created a portal for my daughter and I where we shared calendars, shared files, shared music, links, and not audio files, but just shared links to music, like each other's Google Play playlists or YouTube. We share a lot of stuff back and forth. If you don't know, my daughter lives in Germany. So that 3,500 miles separation, we don't see each other that often. But we have built a system that works for her and I to keep in communication. Whether it's leaving text, literally text, not text on a phone. Leave each other little messages, or we send each other waves, audio files. They're not waves, they're actually OGG files, OGG. It's a compressed audio file. And we send those back and forth on the phone quite often instead of talking on the phone because it's cheap. You can just quickly send a voice file, How you doing? I saw your picture, or I saw, whatever. It's worked for us extremely well. All right. I guess I'm just going to go back to the house and wait on this package. Tomorrow, we'll probably go for a drive in the country. Just to head out west and do, 30-mile loop, 40-mile loop. I actually had thought about going back up to Savannah Army Depot today, but with the weather, I don't really want to be out in the woods and caught in the rain. Another thing about getting older, I like my little bit of comfort I can have when I can have it. Anyway, I'm going to head back to the house, get this edited up and out to you guys. Again, it's nothing fancy today. Just the bare basics as a quick hello. All right, guys, that's it for today. Be good, be well. We'll see you tomorrow.